When Gautam Gambhir went for that interview with the Cricket Advisory Committee, there was also W.V. Raman also who went in with proper presentations. But the general mood is that we have our next India head coach, and it is Gautam Gambhir. Now, Gautam Gambhir's first assignment that you're going to get is the Zimbabwe tour. 5 T20Is. After the end of the World T20, we are looking at a new era wherein certain players will have to step up from the IPL in the form of the youngsters. But what about the 3 seniors in the side? Now, Gautam Gambhir has got certain demands, and it is regarding the future of the Indian cricket team setup and on the role of the senior players. The senior players means Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Jasprit Bumrah. It is now, we hope that the diktat remains the same, because in 2022 a similar kind of thing was proposed, but it was done a total U-turn in January 2024. Now in 2024 July, the situation is India are looking past the veterans. Rohit, Kohli and Bumrah will focus only on ODIs and tests, because you have the Champions Trophy coming up, then you have the World Test Championship final where India might once again play. So that is why this current situation demands that Rohit and Kohli and Bumrah devote their time only for this. After the end of the WTC in 2025, a call will be taken on their future. Fresh faces for the July Zimbabwe tour that will include 5 T20Is. Now, what are the fresh faces that is going to be there in this? Because Gambhir is very, very adamant on one certain facet. He states, according to a BCCI source that told Times of India, the thing is, Gambhir wants specific players for each format. He does not overlook IPL for T20 cricket, meaning he will want IPL performances in order to get into T20 cricket. He will look at the players. Seniors will be needed for the longer formats for the rest of the year. So they are, you're looking at a Sri Lanka series wherein you have 3 ODIs and 3 T20Is. On the other hand, in order to build up for the Champions Trophy, you may have to play a couple of ODI series before the Champions Trophy begins in February. Maybe you'll have a series versus England, maybe you'll have a series versus Australia. These are the 2 things. But the World Test Championship, if you have to look at it, 5 home tests, then another 5 that you're playing away against Australia. So that is why seniors will be needed for the longer formats for the rest of the year. That is Gambhir's diktat that he wants. Now, according to the Times of India report that has come about, there will be youngsters considered for the Zimbabwe series, 5 match, because traditionally if you look at it, a second string team has been sent to Zimbabwe for the past 7 to 8 years. This time they are looking at players like Riyan Parag, Abhishek Sharma and Yash Dayal. They may make it to the India squad for the series versus Zimbabwe. Sanju will most likely be the lead wicketkeeper, with the backup being Dhruv Jurel. Rishabh Pant workload management will be done, because Sri Lanka series, they might be there in that. On top of that, if you look at it, there is also 4 tests or maybe 5 tests in India playing at home, combined with 5 more tests that you're playing in Australia. That will once again be the preview to your WTC final in most likelihood. Mayank Yadav. Now there is a status on Mayank Yadav because he got injured during the IPL. He was rushed back and he had to again go into NCA rehabilitation. There are reports that Mayank Yadav may most likely be available for the Sri Lanka tour. They don't want to rush him for the July series versus Zimbabwe. There they believe, according to the NCA, he's bowling at 80 to 90%. So he doesn't want to be rushed back. Maybe you could see the Sri Lanka series, Mayank Yadav's ultimate debut, fast track debut. Iyer is likely to be back for the ODIs. That's going to happen against Sri Lanka. But Shubman Gill will most likely miss out because he has to undergo surgery for a finger injury. He's still debating whether to have that surgery or not. So that is what the report states in Times of India. Sanju Samson lead wicketkeeper, Dhruv Jurel as the backup. And if you look at it, July 2024 could be the new direction that the Indian cricket team heads into, because Rohit, Virat and Bumrah will only be there for the ODIs and tests. T20Is after June 29th. If India reach the final and they win, maybe then at that time they will be taking a call on their future. Maybe they'll want to go out on the ultimate of highs. So that is why when you look at it, Gambhir, this is the set of diktats that he's issued, that we want this. Hopefully, Indian cricket has a new direction after July 2024. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.